The Easy Fill hanging basket is the last basket you'll probably ever buy. It's also going to be the longest flowering basket display you will have ever grown, and it will undoubtedly provide you with the best display anybody up and down your street is likely to have. And there are several really important reasons for that. First of all, you've got this big capacity here. So this is 14 inches in diameter. So you've got big amounts of root run here. You'll also notice these little gates, as we described them, with these holes here. Now, this is the really clever part about the Easy Fill hanging baskets, and I'm going to show you how to plant these up. Now, pop out the little gates and just set those to one side, and you'll notice they literally just pop out. So you just apply a little bit of force at the top, and the little lug there just pops out, so you can then take out the gates. And you have to start with all of the gates removed on both levels. Now, there are 8 gates in the top, and there are 4 gates in the bottom section of the basket. And of course, most people, when you think about planting up a hanging basket, you put all of the plants in the top and you allow them to trail over. The Easy Fill hanging basket transforms that whole concept. A couple of other important things. You've got a lovely reservoir in here which is going to hold moisture. And what I recommend you do is get some gel and feed. It's available on the website, and actually apply 2 or 3 teaspoons of gel and feed into there before you put your first couple of handfuls of compost in. Now, I'm just using a good quality multi-purpose compost, and you'll notice several things. You put a couple of handfuls in there. Now, if we just budge the basket to the front, you've got this large aperture here with this lovely neck. And what I'm going to do in the bottom 4, I'm going to put some Bacopa plants in. Now, what you'll notice is the plant goes in from the outside in, and there is absolutely no root disturbance. And then all I do is literally slide the basket down and then click it in position. That Bacopa is then perfectly planted. Now, let's pop the next one in. Again, the whole of the root ball goes through. You just position the plant there nicely, slide in the next gate, and then click it shut. Okay. Now, okay, in for number 3. And again, one of the important things about the Easy Fill hanging baskets is that, unlike many other basket designs, you're not crushing or tearing or damaging or breaking the roots of the plant at all. All you're doing is removing it from its pot or its tray. All of the roots remain intact, and you end up with this perfect placement. All of these root balls are exactly as they were when they were growing in the trays there. So that's now ready to put some more compost on. Now, if you wanted to, of course, you could put some additional gel and feed in here. And one of the questions we often get asked is, doesn't all the compost just fall through the gates? Because of course, what you notice about the gates is it's a lattice work rather than solid. Now, what you'll notice, once the compost is in, it does not fall through there. But what it does allow is plenty of air to actually get access to the basket, and that's what the roots of your plants actually need to really thrive. So the lattice gates, rather than cause a problem, actually give the plant exactly what they need. Now, in the next layer, I'm going to pop some petunias in. Again, these have been grown, absolutely no root disturbance here. They're going to pop in there. I'm going to zip these in place. The lattice gates just push into position, click shut, and they're totally secure. And the plants literally are fresh as daisies, exactly as they were when we removed them from the tray. And the really good thing about this is that a question that I'm often asked is, how many plants do I need to actually put into my hanging baskets? Well, of course, with the Easy Fill system, there's no questions. You just put 1 plant per planting hole. It really is that simple. So you don't have to worry about spacing. You don't have to worry about the number of plants you need. All you do is you put 1 plant per planting hole, and that's it. And the gates just slide down into position, and then once you've got them in the position, just push that lug home there, and that's the job done. So in goes the final plant for this layer. And you notice again, when you look from above, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants there, giving you even more colour around the side of the basket. And this is going to create you a domed effect that could be as much as 3 foot across, that's going to last through the whole of the summer months. Literally, one of the longest lasting displays in your whole street will be produced when you use the Easy Fill hanging basket. And when you look at this, you realise that growing big, sumptuous hanging baskets has often been the preserve of the professional, the big nurseryman who wheels out those fantastic displays. Not anymore. You can do this yourself. In fact, anybody could do this because it's almost child's play. Now, when you get to the stage where the basket is planted underneath, create a nice domed effect with the compost. And the reason we do this is because it's putting an additional volume of compost into the planting area. And what that basically means is, as the plants are developing, they've got a greater volume to grow in. Now, you've got the holes for the hanging basket chains here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to position these petunias such that they're in between those chains. So when the chains come up, they don't actually do any damage to my petunias. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the one in there. I'm going to pop one more in here, and then I'm going to put the final plant right in the centre at the top there. And that really is my Easy Fill basket planted. So all I've got to do now is to apply the chain. Now, there are 4 chain positions, and these have got a T-bar design to the chain, and these are so effective. So all we do when we actually come to put these out down into the planting hole is you just pop them like that, and then you feed them down into the hole, and as they drop down, you'll notice the T-bar falls to the right position, and then as we pull it back up, it anchors there perfectly. And you literally repeat that for all 4 chains. I'll show you this one around the front. So again, T-bar's in its normal position. I'm just turning it 90 degrees, dropping it down there. And then as I pull it up, it's like a ship's anchor. It's hooking beautifully on the plastic moulding. Then the 4th and final one goes in. There's no fiddly bits here. There's no need for tools. There's no need for pliers. And then suddenly, there we are, our Easy Fill hanging basket planted up, ready to get hung up now on the chain outside your front door or your back door for literally summer long beautiful displays of colour.